what sells?
This will be a little bit of a repeat for you, Fabrizio.
Oh, convenience, luxury, premium ideas. Yes. Well, you know, the Romans said repetita juvent, that if you repeat things, it will be good.
There you go.
Guess Rob's quick finishing his early lunch, huh?
Well, what are you eating, Rob? You're so busy. What?
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something they ever make in Italy, or is that really
Yes.
Americanized?
No, macaroni. Yes, because your spelling is different. You know, we say macaroni. Yes, but we eat that. Well, we have tons of different kinds of pasta here. So every region has its own pasta. So it's differently shaped, and you know, ear-shaped pasta in the south of Italy. You know,
That
short. Yes,
or
in a region called Apulia, they call orecchiette, which is Italian for little ears.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Rome's pasta is very good, but I think the best pasta is in Naples, in Naples region. Yeah, the grain is so good, and you know, the temperature and all the sunny days all year, and you know, it's great. It's very tasty, and well, this is my personal opinion, but I think it's great. Apulia too is a great region, and olive oil is great, and so many products here. And you know, but macaroni is widespread all over the world. You know, I think it's the most popular Italian pasta in the world.
Absolutely. And do you make yours homemade, or are you boxed, or it depends upon
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
all homemade?
Yes, and well, you know, the best pasta is the pasta we people make in their own homes. You know, that's excellent. But when it comes to industrial production, yes, it's good. But you know, the pasta made by my grandmother was so good. I still remember that, and. You know, yeah, I'm from Reggio Emilia, which is in north of Italy, and we have excellent pasta here too. And so wherever you go, you find excellent products, and
Tried
so
orzo the other night.
we are lucky.
That's like it's pasta, but it's like rice grains.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never had it before. It's great, very interesting. You keep expecting it to be like rice, but then it's pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah. So orzo, that's a new one with me.
Yes. But there's still a lot of kinds, still a lot to find out and to learn about pasta here in Italy, because I'm sure that if I go to the south of Italy, I will find new types, new kinds I have never seen before. So it's great. It's great. You always learn something new, and that's great. That's great. And we are about to plan our next holidays in the south of Italy, and I hope that we will find the right flight, the right place. And we are oriented to Apulia, which is very close to Naples region. And you know, due to the COVID thing, well, it's a mess, but we will spend at least 2 weeks at the seaside. That's my plan.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, why don't we get started?
In July.
Why don't we get started? Let's talk about what sells. So Martin and I went through and looked at the most wealthy men in America and what they sold.
Yeah.
What were they selling? And number one, they're selling convenience, like Amazon. Convenience is very important. Luxury brands like Tesla, very important. Elon Musk didn't invent the electric car. That was invented in, early 1900s. And he didn't invent a self-driving car. He didn't invent anything. He just made a luxury car that happened to be electric. So premium ideas, selling premiums, like for instance, Prime from Amazon. People like getting their shipments in 1 to 2 days. You're selling premium ideas, connecting people like Microsoft and Bill Gates. Person to person, business to person, product to people. And another underlying success factor of the top 5 of what sells is customer satisfaction. Because if you're not satisfied, you're not going to keep coming back. So that customer satisfaction was very highly rated as well, along with all the others. You guys are really quiet today.
No. Well, we talked about this last time. Yes, I agree. The customer satisfaction. That's right. That's right. It's very hard to do that. Like I said, because you have to understand people's need, people's interests, people's taste, and Elon Musk is a genius because he just invented nothing, and he took advantage of others' inventions, and he just created that product. And I know it's a luxury product. No, few people can afford that. But in this respect, he's a genius because when you take advantage of others' invention, of others' genius, and wow, you're great. You're great. I guess his cars are selling. I think I've never seen one of those cars here in Italy, but I know it's a great car. But
what's that saying? They say a smart person copies, a genius steals.
Yeah. Like
genius steals. Well, you never invent anything because you're just
to make it better.
To make it better and to understand people's taste. Because people's taste is so fluctuate. It's like floating in the air. It changes every day. So you have to keep an eye on every changes. Every change, so it's difficult to intercept to understand what they really want. But successful people are those who understand that
and follow the
that's
trends.
and follow the trends. Yes, and they make money at the right time, in the right place, and that's if I know this because as a composer, as a creator on YouTube, as a pianist, when it comes to the right arrangement, wow, it's a mess because you have to understand what they really want from you. Maybe the arrangement you just made is good for a couple of months, and then in 3 months, in 4 months, they want something different. And
Right.
so you have to to modify the way you arrange your music. But that's not easy because if you have a style, if you have a personality, and well, it's difficult because you risk copying others, and I don't want that. You have to be a one-off. You have to be unique. You have to be interesting, and that's
Right.
is the hardest thing to do, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
definitely. Well,
Because
let's talk about how this relates to music.
wow.
So,
Hey, Rob, can you
yeah,
just make, and then maybe it's just because of my eyes, are you just able to make your graphic a little larger?
like graphic. Oh,
The mind map.
Zoom in, zoom out. That's the only thing I know about this.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Yeah, zoom in, zoom out. Because my students ask me for the same thing. So and
Thank you.
I can see because I'm short-sighted. Put your, it's a mess.
Is it possible that we can put into the nodes here?
Ciao, Martin. How are you?
Good. You?
I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you.
You too. Um, competition. Because I'm just gonna tell you, I was watching Shark Tank, and man, everything is about who is your competition, what is your competition, because
Yeah.
it's all about if your product's gonna sell or not.
Yes. Well, competitors. Those words scare me to death. Yes.
All right. So with music, the convenience of consumption. How do people get your music? How do they listen to it? How do they buy it? It has to be easy. There has to be no barriers to entry
Yeah.
to be able to get them to listen to your music as well as purchase it. How you price it is very important as well.
Yeah.
Because people aren't going to pay, they'll pay potentially a premium for additional stuff, but the original price has to be in line with everything else. So it's going to be
Yes.
$1.99 or 99 cents per song.
Yeah.
Something easily attainable that's not going to break the bank. And it's got to be worth it. You know, how the
Yes.
song is made, the quality of the song has to be of a high enough quality that it's radio ready. It's very important to make quality music. And what can it do for other people that other songs can't? What emotions does it evoke? What feelings does it draw? What can people relate to it?
Mm-mm.
It also goes with how it connects with people. How can it change the industry? You know,
Yes.
following those trends. What is going to sell at this moment in time? What events are coming up that it may coincide with? So timing is very important as well. And what's the best platform? Or do we create a new platform? Is it Spotify? Is it Apple Music? Is it a website? Uh, you know, very important strategies for music and how we get it to market and how we market it.
Mm. Yeah. Yes. That's the
So
core of the thing. Yes. Price premium, how the song is made, quality, and how can it change the industry? That's a huge challenge. Yeah. Yeah.
let's talk about
Markets.
competition. Now, what's the landscape? How many people out there are doing the same thing you are? What
Yes.
is the saturation of the market? Are you competing with people that are better than you? That people are that already have an established following. You know,
Yes.
what are the other people doing the same songs you're doing? Are your
Exactly.
songs unique enough to draw a market share?
Mm-mm.
Definitely.
Yes. Market
Right.
saturation. Yes. That's a big problem.
Um, so we could start with other platforms and build our way up to making our own.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we drive our music through other platforms, I mean, that's only going to feed what I'm going to say feed the beast. It's only going to feed them always.
Right.
Spotify, Apple Music. Um,
YouTube,
Yeah.
which is free other than ad revenue.
yeah.
And I think that's another
Once you get
thing.
over, is it over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can get monetized. You can start running ads and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can monetize your videos. Yes.
You
It's
just need to
not
have a
much.
certain amount of hours.
It depends on the amount of the views you have every month. And yes, YouTube is free, but other platforms like DistroKid, you have to pay a fee, an annual fee,
Hmm.
and it's a bit complicated. You have to read the rules and very carefully because there's a lot of things to focus on. And but you have to pay this annual fee, and they will give you the opportunity to promote your music.
How much is the annual fee?
Oh, I can't remember that. It depends on many factors, and if it well, it depends on covers. If you want to sell a cover, if you want to sell your original composition, and it's a bit complicated. I was just trying to understand what DistroKid want creators to do, because Music Notes, the publishing American company I have been working for over the last 2 years, suggested reaching out to DistroKid because they say it's a very good platform. But there's also Believe, but Glenn is, that Believe doesn't believe. I hate them, and I have been trying to reach out to them, but I've been inconclusive and unsuccessful because I can't contact them. But there are lots of platforms you can use, but they're just one thing in common: you have to pay. And well, that one depends on the numbers of the songs or the original composition you want to sell. If you want to create an album, if you want just to upload just a single song, a single cover, you can't upload all covers because there are a few restrictions, and I can't remember much about those restrictions. But you have to follow rules. They just have a protocol, and it's quite complicated. But all in all, it's worth trying, and I think that I go that way as soon as I have recorded my new session, and so it's a good opportunity. But you have to understand: is it worth paying the annual fee? Are you sure you're gonna earn
Get it back, yeah.
yes enough money? Because if you have to pay more than what you can earn, what you can you know
Monetize.
monetize, so you have to reason, you have to think over it, and but it can be useful. YouTube is free. It's the only free platform I know.
Can I talk about inventions, kind of like that is off the record after the uh recording stops, something that could be edited out, but everybody here can hear?
I can pause the recording.
Okay.
So
All right. I think we're going to end it here. I'm going to leave you with
Seth Godin.
quote of the week.
Oh, great. In a crowded marketplace, fitting in is a failure. In a busy marketplace, standing out is the same as being invisible. Wow.
Yeah.
This is a smart guy.
He's
Yeah.
very smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was fitting for our discussion today. I thought it was a good quote.
Yes. I like these quotes. They're great. They're great.
I will when I get into the office on Monday, Rob. I'll send you over a few for next
Okay.
time.
Great. Sounds good.
Great.
Right. Well, nice to talk to you all today.
It's
All
been
right.
great talking as usual.
Yeah, as well.
So happy to see you. So see you next time. Okay.
Yep.
Next
Have a
week.
nice weekend, everyone.
All right. Take
Enjoy the
Ciao,
care.
rest of your
Kevin. Ciao. Have a
weekend.
great weekend.
Stay
Ciao.
healthy.
Hi, everybody.
Enjoy your
Ciao,
long
my friend.
weekend.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you,
Thank
Martin.
you.
Thank you, Rob. It's been my pleasure. It's been great as usual. And how was it in North Carolina, Glenn? Did you both have a good time?
Yes, we did. It was wonderful to see my mother. It was,
Yes.
I guess,
Yes.
a year and a half since we saw each
Oh,
other.
wow.
I mean, even though we talk,
Mm,
as I'm
yes.
sure you well know, it's always wonderful
That's great. Yes, whenever I
be
think
together.
about the United States, and those big, big distances, and when you talk about North Carolina, and Nicoletta was looking at the map, and I said, oh, why the United States? Just Italy is just is just a dwarf compared to a giant. And it's like, what? So what about North Carolina? Okay, and I was trying to teach her something about the USA geography, and yes, there are so big distances. 10 hours to go from New Jersey to North Carolina. It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the way we went, had we not, hit any traffic, it could be like 7 to 8 hours. But the highways that we traveled, unfortunately, maybe just due to higher population,
Yeah.
so you had a higher volume in construction, it wound us, yeah, what was it, like nearly 11 hours. Coming home, we took a longer route, but we hit no traffic. So
Mm,
much more pleasant ride in that regard. But yeah, I guess with the whole COVID thing still going on,
mm.
I thought driving at this point, even though we were vaccinated,